Hi everyone, welcome back. So in this video I, as promised, just wanted to give you a little introduction to me Mark IV Cortina that I've owned for on and off because I've bought it and sold it. So I've probably owned it for the best part of 12 years on and off. So here we go, as promised. This is what happens when your project sits for ages. It becomes part of the furniture, literally. Look at all that mess. But it is a lot better than it looks, this car. This is a really solid shell because I had it welded around 2015, about 10 years ago actually, because the memories just came up on Facebook for it. So this is, I'll get around the back here, a 1979 2-litre Ghia Mark IV Cortina. As you can see in that boot there, I don't know if there's enough light in here to catch it. It was this beautiful Apollo green metallic originally. It wasn't that nice when I got it, to be fair. It looked good, but it was, someone had done a quick, got to do it up to sell it kind of thing. They put a pair of wings on it, a quick blow of paint down each side, and I found it was full of filler, full of rust. So I actually had it taken over to a welder who was fairly local to me, old school as well, old boy. And so he done the arches, the sills, all the usual Cortina places really. And I finally got the car back on the road in 2015, I believe, in March, because it was the East Coast Retro's opening, season opener. This had actually been off the road. I think the tax disc might have been in the window. Oh, that's one of the older tax discs there. But this had been off the road since 1998 when I got it. A long time, about 17 years back in the day. So to get it back on the road was fantastic. Since then, the old 2-litre engine gave up the ghost. I swapped in a 1600 Pinto when I sold it back in, I think that's around about 2017-18ish. Bought the car back 2022, and since then I robbed a load of the running gear to build another Cortina that some of you might know from the old school days. It's called the Moose. It was a beige Mark V that got stripped for banger racing. I basically got the rolling shell, there's nothing on it. I'll see if I can find a picture to put up so some of you know what I'm on about. So naturally I robbed some of the running gear from this to get that on the road. So this is the situation I'm in at the moment, where the car is a rolling shell, all the interiors in there. I've had to strip some out because of what I'm doing. There's absolutely tons of stuff in here, but you know what cars are like, they become storage. But that's some clues to what's going on with this car at the moment. So that's an in-tank fuel pump off a Mondeo. That is an electric rev counter from a Ford Granada Scorpio. Some of you that know me obviously know what's going on with this car already, but for those that don't, that engine there is the one that's going in. This is a 2.924 valve Scorpio engine that come out of a Ford Scorpio Ultima. That's going in, and obviously so I've got to do a load of wiring, fuel pipes, etc, etc. Excuse me, let's have a look. Under there is also a spare V6 engine, so I've got to just decide which one I'm going to put in. So I had the front clip off, put new bushes in, subframe bushes. It's all original Ford that were in this when I got it, and to be honest they're in really good nick. They've gone a bit hard, but surprisingly they hadn't cracked or split. Unbelievable. They must have made them in so much better quality back then. And let's take a look right under there. You probably can't see, but I put a new master cylinder servo. I've made up some brake pipes, and while the front clip was off being sandblasted, I stripped down the front arms. I've paint, give them a coat of paint, put all new bushes in, all joints, just, you know, give it a new lease of life, tidy it all up. Most of this was just wide brush, some etch primer, a bit of Ghia rust where it was needed, and I think this is enamel paint I used, and a bit of stone chip. You can see they're all looking good. And when I get the front clip back, I shall show you it. I've seen pictures and it looks fantastic. Right, what else have I got? Yeah, so these are the brakes that's going on. These are actually off a Ford Granada. I've had a right nightmare trying to source the kits. That was the wrong one, because it's for a Capri, so these weren't long enough. This is the one I've ordered. These are alright, but the shims are the wrong size, so I might just have to run it without some shims. I don't know, we'll see how we go. But Granadas are a good upgrade. You put your 2.8 Capri discs on, and you've got a bigger surface area here for your pads, so you get better braking. So that's my intention, to put these on when I build all the front back up. Here, I was doing the front hubs. That can you see in the light there? No, focus. Come on, focus. Can't really see, but that is actually an SKF from Germany bearing, which Ford put in new in 1979, and that is still in good nick. There's not really any grumbling with that. Unbelievable. Can't believe it, really. We have to deal with Chinese stuff these days, sadly. So that is the Mark IV, really. I'll give you a quick. I do apologise for the quality of the video. It's not going to be great. I'm not, you know, I'm quite new to all this, so I've got to just sort of suss it out as I go. On the top, actually, while I got it in the. This is a Cortina fuel tank that I actually had modified for fuel injection. Obviously, being that engine's fuel injection, you'll need a built-in swell pot. So that swell pot in there was out of a Ford Sierra. So this bit and the swell pot in the side, might just be able to see it. There you go. Yeah, it's from a Ford Sierra fuel tank. Obviously, I'll blow all that tank out before I actually fill it with fuel. Excuse me. So that's the fuel tank. I've pretty much got all the bits I need. I've just got to get the hang of doing the fuel injection pipes. I want to do these. They're like black nylon, and they're a lot harder than they look, to get the right amount of heat into the end, to put the end on without overheating it or underheating it. I'll have to speak to Mr. Paul Burrows about that, because I know him and Dale have done them before on their turbo conversions. So, I want to try and persevere and actually see if I can do it myself rather than get someone to do it. So that's that. All in all, actually, very, very solid car. Someone actually, when I sold it, someone, as you might be able to see from this blue wing and the black paint, actually tried making an Onslow replica from Onslow was a character in an old sitcom, British sitcom, called Keeping Up Appearances in the 80s. Now bear in mind, Cortinas were quite old and tatty by that period, so the running joke was this guy lived in a council house. He had this rundown old Cortina that used to drive about in, that used to backfire. So this was a replica that was made of that car. I actually believe from a few sources that the original car was actually scrapped years ago. Bit of a shame, but there you are. Sadly, these things happen. But yeah, good solid car. I'm looking forward to getting stuck in, really, trying to get that engine in there, or the other engine, whatever works best. I've got the gearbox sat over in the corner amongst all that pile of rubbish. So what I've got left to do, I've got wiring wise, because I've got to cut down. Look in here again, should be in amongst all this rubbish. Right, so there's the ECU. That ECU is from a Ford Granada. That was sitting there lovely. And I've got to just run a long live cable up to the fuel tank for the fuel pump, where that will go into that. I've got to cut off part of loom already, I think. this old one. Yep. So wiring the pump, and then the only thing I'll have left to do wiring wise will be to just sort of run all your earths and your engine bay. It's pretty self-explanatory, all that lot, but I can do a video on that another time. So yeah, there's the Mark IV. Hi everyone, well I hope you liked the video. Just a quick intro and a background on the Mark IV and what I intend to do with it. Fingers crossed it all goes to plan. All I will say is, if you enjoyed it, give us a click and a like and follow if you could. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps me out. And I hope to create a few more videos because I enjoy the old cars, and I hope everyone can enjoy them too, because there's just not enough about them on the internet, and you know, when they're gone, they're gone. So it's good to enjoy them. Thanks very much. See you in the next video.